Meeting and surpassing all audience expectations every day. Rush Limbaugh saying more in 5 seconds than your average host says in a week. And as promised, back to the phones, Mary in Dayton, Ohio. I'm glad you waited. Great to have you on the program, and hello.
Hi, Rush.
Hi.
Congratulations on your anniversary month.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
This morning I was watching some of the morning news shows, and they were questioning Romney's motivation for selecting Ryan.
Right.
And they were saying that it might be that it was desperation. And I say, Obama-loni.
I like that's what Romney called it.
Yes. The Romney team, I think, is focused on the ballots, not on the views of the media or the polls, but on the ballots of the last 2 years. The 2010 election and the Wisconsin recall vote election. And where have the voters been voting in the last 2 years? Right?
Well, you mean Wisconsin?
Wisconsin and the 2010 election. Where have the voters been going?
Oh, I thought you said, where have they been voting? They have been going anti-Obama. Every chance they've had, they've been going anti-Obama.
Exactly. They want fiscal responsibility, truth-telling leaders, balancing the budget. And that's exactly the way Romney and Ryan are positioning themselves.
I don't think this is a desperation pick at all.
Exactly.
I think this is a governance pick.
Exactly.
I think this is a pick that presumes they're going to win.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a pick that makes this a serious campaign.
Exactly.
I think this is a pick that brings issues to the forefront, ideas to the forefront. I don't think there's anything desperate about this.
Exactly. And I think it is a strength to Romney, because I think strong leaders pick strong people. I think it elevates Romney even more.
Well, I'll tell you,
that's who he is.
I wouldn't disagree with that. Romney, God bless the guy, is energized himself on these campaign appearances now.
Yeah.
Romney is fired up. I mean, they got standing room only crowd right now in Colorado to see Paul Ryan. This enthusiasm is it's great to see. And you talk about the 2010 midterms, Wisconsin. I have this, and I've had it for a while, this sense that our voters just can't wait to get these chains off and get to the ballot box. They want November to be here tomorrow. And the Democrat voters are not like that at all. Look at Obama picked. Obama picked a buffoon. This guy, folks, I think this Ryan pick has really rattled Bite Me. He's out there. He's in, where was he? Either in Virginia or North Carolina. No, he's in Virginia. I think we can win North Carolina. While he's in Virginia, he says that. I think we can win North Carolina. He doesn't even know where he is. He insulted Ryan's dad the other day. Well, Ryan's dad died at 15, and Biden said, I enjoy people influencing their fathers. I know Congressman Ryan says he learned a lot from his dad. Well, let me tell you about my dad. You go to my dad, you start talking about values. And my dad says, I don't want to hear about your values. Let me see your budget. I can tell you everything you want to know about your values if I see your budget. And what the hell? To talk about influenced by father, it was very cold. Ryan's dad died when he was 15. And then that comment about my dad, he didn't want you to talk about your values. He wanted to see your budget. What the hell is that? Household budget, family budget, federal budget? Joe, you guys don't have a budget. I don't know what he's talking about. He's a legitimate buffoon. And then earlier today, this morning, grab somebody 24 in Danville, Virginia, the Institute for Advanced Learning and Research, a campaign event, and there are a lot of African Americans in this audience.
They've said it. Every Republican's voted for it. Look at what they value and look at their budget. and what they're proposing. Romney wants to he said in the first 100 days, he's going to let the big banks once again write their own rules. Unchain Wall Street. They're going to put you all back in chains.
They're going to put y'all back in chains, he says to a predominantly black audience. They're going to put y'all back in chains. And, of course, that's just Joe. That's just Joe. Sees a guy in a wheelchair. Stand up, Chuck. Let him say, oh, God bless you. Oh, God, what have I done? Everybody stand up for Chuck. Say, walking buffoon. And Obama knows it. They all know it. But it's getting to the point it's too late to do anything about it. Well, is Obama going to be in chains? That's a good question. Good question. Is Ryan going to put chains back on Obama? Michelle Obama. By the way, you hear what Michelle did? Gabby Douglas is on Elena. I think we've got this. Let me find this. We've got the soundbite here somewhere. Gabby Douglas is on the Leno show, Tonight Show. Here it is. Grab soundbite 22. You got to hear it. Is a gold medal gymnast, Gabby Douglas. She's on the Tonight Show with Michelle My Belle Obama. Leno says, Gabby, after you won your gold medal, how did you celebrate? What did you do?
After the competition, I splurged on Egg McMuffin at McDonald's.
McMuffin. Yeah, Gabby, we don't encourage him. I'm sure it was on a whole wheat McMuffin.
Yeah, it was on a whole wheat bun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
you're setting me back, Gabby.
Sorry.
Get on our gymnast for eating an Egg McMuffin on the Tonight Show. Rush, it's like jocularity there, Rush, a little lighthearted. Don't make too much of it. Well, I think that's where you misunderstand these people. Of all things to say to this woman, Debbie, you're setting me back, babe. Or Gabby, you're setting me back, babe. Is an Egg McMuffin is some kind of transgression that needs to be called out? And yes, it does. And then you had Barack. Do you hear what he said the other day? Michelle told me that I can't eat a fried Twinkie. He said this in Iowa. Said it yesterday. Michelle told me I can't eat a fried Twinkie. Who would? Have you ever eaten a fried Twinkie? Are they? Fried Twinkies? Well, you would know. You eat fried cheese. I love that vegan diet. But, okay, so Michelle won't let him eat fried Twinkies. Here is the leader of the free world. Michelle won't let me eat fried Twinkie. He does it anyway. That's why he leaves the White House. Head to the nearest. Hell, this guy wolfs Egg McMuffins and burgers left and right. There's his wife jumping on our Olympic gold medal champion for having an Egg McMuffin. Who's next? Kristen in Virginia. Great to have you on the program. Hello.
Hi, Rush. It's wonderful to talk to you. I have loved you since I was a teenager back in the 80s. I was actually first introduced to you through your television show.
Well.
And I've been a fan ever since.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Well, the reason I was calling was I got to thinking about something you said earlier about the fact that Obama is waging war on seniors. And it seems like we're hearing that a lot. He's waging war on seniors. He's waging war on women. I want to know when we're just going to stop generalizing it and say the actual truth. Obama is waging a war on America, period. He is waging a war on every American who loves freedom, loves liberty, loves the Constitution, and wants us to remain a constitutional republic and not turn into a communist state where we're all completely dependent upon the federal government of the United States and on him.
Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you ate an Egg McMuffin?
Actually, I don't like them, but I do love McDonald's, and I actually just finished a huge burger from Wendy's. No lie, that's the truth.
Okay, now, when you say that Obama's waging a war on America,
Yes.
Do you mean to imply, or are you stating directly, that if you're waging war, that's not something that just accidentally happens? Are you suggesting that this is a purposeful set of policies that are designed to harm America?
That is exactly what I am saying. That is what I believe he came into office to do. That is what everyone in my entire family and we're all devout conservative Republicans, we've never voted any other way, has been saying for years that his policies are intentionally destroying our freedom and our Constitution and our Republic as we know it.
When you say this to people who are not as into all this as you are, what is their reaction? I know you do say it. What's the reaction you get from people?
Depending on their individual beliefs, some agree with me, some believe he's guided, and of course others think that I'm being difficult, or that... Yeah, but is it that they think you're nuts, or that they just can't believe that a president would actually want to do the things he's doing? Is it really that they just can't believe? People who know me are going to say, "Oh, well, that's not what he's trying to do." The people who don't know me just think I'm being some conspiracy theory wacko. Right.
But what I'm asking is, it's not about you here. What I'm asking you is, those people who think you're a wacko or just disagree with you, whatever, is it because they have such a respectful notion of the office of the presidency that they just can't conceive that any president would not love this country? They just can't conceive that, right?
No, they can't. They cannot believe that anyone would come with the intention to take a country and take its 240-year plus history. And
that's why they think you're a kook. It's not that they think you're a kook from beginning to... It's because they can't imagine, they can't get their arms around the notion that any president would not love this country, that any president would not want job creation and a growing economy. They can't understand it, and they don't want to believe it either. That's another thing. They don't want to. Anyway, I appreciate the call. I have to take a quick break here. We are up against it on time again, and I'll be back before you know it. Don't go away.